we're halfway through Giving Tuesday, and we're here at Willson School, which is our newest Scores site this year. We're very excited. I have Coach Gagliardi with me. She coached the core boys this year in soccer. So for those of you that don't know, all of our teams have a writing coach and a soccer coach, so that it's really a holistic approach to their youth development. And so, Coach Gagliardi, I'll let you talk a little bit about your experience so far.
Awesome. This is our first year with Scores, and our kids couldn't have loved it, I don't think, any more than they do. This program has turned a bunch of basketball players into soccer lovers. They said that in their poem at the Slam a couple of weeks ago. They have really fallen in love not only with the game, but with the aspects of being a team. They really try to keep each other in check in the classroom, so that way they don't get penalized for that at practice later that day. And I think starting out, they really loved the soccer portion of the program the most, until they got to the Slam a couple of weeks ago, and then they kind of realized how big of a deal their writing and that sense of pride in publishing that goes into poetry was. And so they were all super supportive of one of our students, Bruce, who did his own solo poem. They all ran out onto the stage after he completed his poem, gave him big hugs, and I think that's been kind of the coolest thing to see is this group of boys who most of them didn't even know each other at the beginning of the season really come to be this family.
Yeah, and so for those that might not know, we have a fall poetry slam, which is really the culminating event of the fall season where every team performs a group poem and then individuals from the team also perform. And this year Willson placed.
Yeah, they got the Bronze Mike Award, and again, they were so excited. It made everything that they did throughout the semester really worth it for them. I don't think they realized how big of a deal, how many people were going to be watching their delivery of these poems until they got there that night, and they got up on stage and really killed it.
So, as a first-time coach, what was the thing you were most proud of your team this year?
I think their first goal that they scored, just because of how excited they were. One of the teachers at the school was there watching the game and got that moment on film, and just to go back and rewatch that moment, they're all jumping up and down. It literally felt like we won the World Cup, and it was one goal, and I don't even know if we technically won that game, but they didn't care. They got a goal in, and they saw what their hard work can do on the field.
Great. And since, as we have said, this is the first year at Willson, what makes Scores unique from other programs that children might have access to at the school?
We don't really we have middle school sports. 6 through 8 has some things that they can kind of get into after school. But as far as for the younger kids, we really don't have anything. And Willson's unique in the way that we service all the deaf children in Cleveland. So we're a citywide draw. So we have students that live on the west side, on the east side, and downtown, everywhere, and some of their parents don't sign at home, so any more time that they can be here and get sign language, we had an interpreter on our team. They were on the team with other deaf children, and so it really makes that end of the school day more beneficial for them, language-wise and just experience-wise.
Right, and being able to host that inclusive environment was really great to see on the soccer field as well, with other teams experiencing working with the kids on the field.
Yeah, and they love to try to teach each other sign to come up with secret plays on the field because no one else knows sign language, so they use it as a secret advantage.
It's a very good technique to use. So one more question. We're looking forward to the spring season. What are you most excited about?
I think I'm most excited to just kind of get back to it. We've only been out for 2 weeks, and every day, every boy from the team comes in and asks, so do we have practice today? I'm like, no, not until February. They are just so ready to get back to it, get started again. They don't care that there's snow on the ground. They're like, oh, we'll play in the snow. It's fine, we're strong. They're ready. So yeah, I think just continuing to see them develop, continuing to see that how quickly they grow. It's kind of crazy how these little athletes start with no skills and have these amazing soccer techniques by the end of a 10-week session.
Wonderful. So make sure you donate today on Giving Tuesday so that we can continue to impact schools like Willson and more throughout the Cleveland public school system.
Thank you.